Donald Trump just gave Conor McGregor a huge compliment. He's a fan of his tattoos.
I do happen to like your fighter. He's got the best tattoos I've ever seen. I don't know if I'm a big, but that. Well, Conor's great, right? You know, talking about Conor, but you have a lot of great Irish fighters, actually. You know why? Because they're tough people. They're smart people and they're passionate people. I think your father was a great fighter, right?
He was, you did.
Wow, and yet, look at you, you're so smooth and so...
He's a very good defensive boxer.
He was a really good...
He was a good boxer, yeah. He boxed for Ireland, and
yeah.
boxed some very good guys.
Genetically, I'm not going to mess around.
This isn't the first time Trump has shown admiration for McGregor. Over the years, the former US president has had several interactions with fighters from the UFC, even attending major events like UFC 244 at Madison Square Garden. Fighters like Colby Covington have openly supported him, and McGregor himself once praised Trump as a phenomenal president. But this time, it's Trump showing appreciation for Conor's inked-up look, which makes sense given McGregor's larger-than-life persona. Moving on to some unfortunate news. Justin Gaethje has suffered an injury, and it could seriously affect his chances of getting a title shot. Before we get into the details, do us a favor by subscribing and turning on notifications. We bring you daily MMA content, and we rarely miss a day. Now let's talk about what happened to Gaethje. During his fight with Rafael Fiziev, Gaethje managed to either break or sprain some of his toes. And for anyone who's ever dealt with a toe injury, you know how annoying they can be. Even though they seem minor compared to other injuries, toes play a huge role in movement, balance, and footwork. Things that are absolutely crucial for an elite striker like Gaethje. If it's just a sprain, he might only need a few weeks to heal up. But if his toes are actually broken, it could take at least 4 to 6 weeks before he can even think about getting back to hard training. And that's where the real issue comes in. Gaethje has been right on the doorstep of a title shot for a while now. After his BMF title win against Dustin Poirier, many believed he had earned the next crack at Islam Makhachev. But with this injury, things could get tricky. Islam has already made it clear that he wants to fight in the summer. If Gaethje is out for 4 to 6 weeks, then add in a 6 to 8 week training camp, that means the earliest he can return is sometime in June. That's under perfect conditions. But if the injury is worse than expected, or if he suffers setbacks during recovery, it could push his return even further, possibly beyond Makhachev's preferred timeline. This could give someone else an opening to jump ahead in the title picture. Charles Oliveira is still a major factor. He's been vocal about wanting to fight Makhachev again, and since he finished Beneil Dariush in dominant fashion, he's still a strong contender. Then there's Arman Tsarukyan, who has been calling for a title shot and just picked up a big win over Dariush as well. If Gaethje injury forces him to be out longer than expected, the UFC might move forward without him, and he could lose his spot in line. That would be a brutal setback, considering how close he is to another shot at gold. Of course, Gaethje is as tough as they come, so if there's any way for him to push through this and stay in the title race, he'll do it. But toe injuries, even though they seem minor, can have a major impact if they aren't given the proper time to heal. So the big question is, does this injury mess up his chances of getting a title shot? If he can heal up quickly and get back in the gym, he might still be able to fight Makhachev this summer. But if he's forced to take more time off, then someone else could step in and take his opportunity. Let us know what you think in the comments. Will this injury cost Gaethje his title shot, or will he be able to recover in time? Drop your thoughts, like the video, and subscribe for more MMA updates.